Good morning, it's Sunday. Ian thinks he's funny. So we are going to Blue Grotto today. Now it's Sunday, so we might go there,
turn around
and go away, because everything is closed on Sundays, so it's going to get very busy anywhere that we decide to go. So we're going to go down to Blue Grotto, see what that's like, and then make the decision from there. So that's the plan for today. So we're just in the car ready to go, so we're gonna go. So we did manage to park. We did manage to get parked on the corner, not in the car park. We drove around about 3 or 4 times until a coach decided to block part of the one-way system, and it was like, right, yeah, we need to get out of here because it was just blocking up. So I went out a different way. Anyway, we are now here. In the background here you can see Filfla. That is part of the Maltese. It's one of the islands that are part of Malta and Gozo. We did try and get into the restaurant, but it was all reserved, very busy. We went to sit down on a table and people just had their bags there. So we said we was going to have a little walk down and then maybe go back up and try and get some food because we're hungry now. We haven't eaten yet. But we are at Blue Grotto, so I'll show you. I'll just have the camera on as we're walking around and show you bits and pieces. It's very hot. It is 29 degrees, but it probably feels a lot hotter than that. There is a little breeze, not much, a little breeze. So yeah, I'm assuming the boat trips would be out. So we did that last year. So if you watched the Malta vlogs from last year, I did put some up, didn't I? I'm sure I did. So let's go and have a little walk round. So for lunch we've come to Azul. This is the menu and it all looks really nice. They also do seafood boils, and they literally come up in a big bag and get placed into a bowl. So, but we're gonna go for calamari, fish cakes to start, carbonara, and I think Ian's gonna get a burger. We changed our mind on the food front. We've just got some calamari and some chips, because we was thinking if we eat now, what are we going to have later? So we've discussed what we're going to have later. Everywhere here is so busy, and I understand that Sunday places are closed, the Maltese people go out, we've come to a tourist area, it's really, really busy, and we expected that. So we've managed to get a table outside of the restaurant. Like, there's tables on the outside of the conservatory. So we've sat here and we haven't gone down to like the corner or anything because it's just so busy. There's so many people. I think the car park now is full up with coaches because people are literally turning around here. They are literally turning around here. I don't think there's any space left in the car park. We've seen another 2 or 3 coaches turn up. So it's just really busy. Also, it looks like there's a big communion going on. So a little girl it's a little girl's communion, and they were just going down there to take pictures, but so many people are dressed up in like church sort of clothes, like really smart wedding type fashion. So yeah, it's just really, really busy. So we're going to have a drink. We've just got some Coke because it's cold, and we're going to have Coke Zero. We're going to have something to eat, and then I think we're going to leave here and possibly drive to somewhere else because it's just so busy. We'll come back in the week when it's not as busy. We've been here before and it's been dead. Like, we've been the only ones in this restaurant before. But I just simply think because it's Sunday that all the Maltese come out, and to be honest, we've found that on a Sunday, well, obviously every day of the week, but mainly on a Sunday, they all come out as a family. It's very family orientated here. So they all go out in big massive groups, and if they don't go to restaurants and stuff, they go to the water and put a gazebo up and have a barbecue and stuff. So it's just very, very family orientated. They go out in big groups, which is lovely. It's so nice. But yeah, so we're just waiting for our food, and we're going to enjoy that and then find somewhere else to go.
That one there?
Yeah.
That's supposedly the most haunted building in Malta.
Is that where you're going?
No?
No.
Fuck that, it's bricked up. Watch.
That's all bricked.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a ruin.
Yeah. But it's like it was a stately home that was left to a family in a like, there was no will, so they don't actually know who in the family it's left to. So it's left to the whole family and nobody wants it because it's so haunted.
So we took a little drive down to Delamira Fort, and on the way is St Peter's Pool, which is just the other side of this. And the last clip you would have seen, we was over there facing this way, but now we're over this side facing that way. And this is the same little cove with all these boats. Look, and you can see over here there's like, how many there? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, probably 9 or 10 boats all together here. It's probably just one big family, and they've all got boats and moored up together. There's some more over here. There's so many. How lovely is this? And down a little bit further, there's a little jetty or whatever it is, a bit of land down there where it looks like everyone is sat on. And then this over here, there's people actually swimming on this as well. Not swimming on it, swimming off of it, and there's people sat on it and stuff. It's lovely here, but we're going to come back when it's not Sunday because it's just so busy. There's paddle boarders and you can just hear laughter. It's so nice. So yeah. today is Tuesday and we left a lot later today because I woke up with a migraine and I took some tablets. I waited for the what are they called? Not laundry service, room service to come to change the towels, and then I took some tablets and got back into bed because my head was thumping. I've taken tablets. It's menstrual migraine, so I know exactly what it is, and I don't feel too bad at the moment. I'm dosed up on pills. You can't do it right here. We did last time. So yeah, we've come out, we've had something to eat, and then we're just having a little drive round. We're both sort of in a mood today. We was in the sun quite a lot yesterday, went to the jetty. You would have seen that footage of the water and me snorkeling and stuff. So we're just having like an easy day, easy going day. We was going to go to Mdina, but yeah, because I didn't wake up feeling that great, we left late as well. And you can do Mdina any time of the day. It's not one of them things where it's got to be done early, but yeah, we'll probably save that for another day. We might go in the evening as well at some point because it's really nice in the evening, very eerie, but it's not meant to be eerie, it just because it's a quiet city and the lights are very low.
It's quiet and it's dark.
Yeah, quiet and dark.
And everything is close.
But we'll take you along, and yeah, so I'll let you know what we do today, but we're just taking it easy at the moment. So we're in Patcherville at the moment, and in the last week there has been a building collapse. It was next to a construction site where they were digging foundations for another building, and all this area had been evacuated, and 30 people were initially evacuated from the block of flats that actually fell down. And then when it fell down, more people were evacuated, but it's just up here on the right. I'll show you, it's sort of down one of these side roads a little bit further up, but I'll show you as much as I can. I don't know if it's been on the news in the UK or wherever, but we're on a lot of like Maltese pages on Facebook and Instagram, so it's all been over that, so that's how we found out about it, and then obviously the road closures and everything, but it's been pretty bad, to be honest. I don't think it's this one, I think it's the next one. So there is the building that collapsed. So yeah, like I said, it's been pretty devastating for the people that live in that block of flats, and it's right next to St Julian's, which is the party capital of the island. Basically it's where all the clubs, the nightclubs and everything are, pubs, bars and all that. They've actually shut so there's another road around the back of that, and they've shut a lot of the shops along there as well, and I think that's probably where the other people have been evacuated from, because more and more people were saying they were finding cracks in their buildings. So, but yeah, we're just waiting on more news basically to see if anything else happens, but yeah, pretty scary, to be honest. So we're now just stopped, and we're like round the back of all of the nightclubs and everything, right on top of the sea, and there's just a couple of spaces here that you can park. I think it was last time we came, I actually went swimming here. I'll spin you around in a second, but the two, I don't know how you pronounce it. Tulla Bay or something like that, not far from St Julian's basically, but it's really pretty, really nice. I'll spin you around and show you what I can see. So this going around this way, that way, is going on to, or going round to Salima, and then going this way you sort of go round to St Julian's and that. Ian's got his drone. And they're the steps down into the water. But it's pretty. So today we've come to Valletta and we've parked in the new car park, which was a lot easier than trying to find somewhere on the street. But this is the big fountain in Valletta. So we're just going to have a wander around. I'll take you with us. This is the Parliament building where we come in September and we come to Valletta. We ended up standing right here for about 2 hours because the rain was so bad that loads of people were trying to hide from it. This is St John's Cathedral and the queue to get in is massive. We've never been in there, but we're not going in there today. Then you have all these little stalls along here that are selling little trinkets and like henna tattoos and earrings and all different bits and pieces. So we've just stopped for some lunch. Ian's got a tuna frittata and I just got a chicken wrap, but fatira. But we've stopped at a place that is called Di Bono. Now, a lot of you probably don't know, but I worked for a company called Di Bono. They were Maltese, like the founders of the company were Maltese. And the owner's last name was Di Bono, which is quite a popular name here in Malta. And we just randomly stopped. We didn't look at the name or anything until I sat down. And yeah, so it is Di Bono coffee shop. They've got cakes, fataras, wraps, fatira, chicken nuggets, baguettes, and loads of drinks as well. So yeah, we're going to have some lunch. It started raining as we was walking around, but yeah. So hopefully that cloud passes and it won't be too bad. So we'll just see how we get on. We've had a walk down a couple of the streets, but it's still really humid. It's like, even though it's a bit cooler today, it's quite humid. So we'll see how we get on. Still got to walk back to the car, which is not far, but we can walk back a different way down some different roads and that. But first of all,
down, you mean down? Very, very hilly.
Yeah, Valletta is very hilly, and also the car is on -4, so we're 4 levels down in the car park, and it was very dark. Just getting my handbag out of the car was hard enough because it was wrapped around the cool bag that we got. But anyway, so we're going to have some lunch and then carry on walking around. We're now on a city tour bus. No, it's not a bus.
I don't know what it is.
Cart thing, jeep, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know where it's going to go. We've just literally walked up to it, got on. So yeah, we'll just see where it takes us. Hello, today is Monday and we are now in Gozo. You would have seen a little bit of the ferry journey, but we are now in Gozo and it is early, it's 10:15, so we left early to get here early and spend the day. Don't really know what we're going to be doing here yet, but we're going to have a drive round, maybe dip our toes, maybe swim. We have got stuff in the boot, so yeah, who knows, we will just see. It's a lovely day, as usual, when you're here in the summer, anyway. Yeah, I think I got a bit windswept on the boat, so I'll need to put my hair back up. But yeah, we're going to have a drive around, see what we can find, see what's new, and I'll just show you bits and pieces of our day. We're now in the crafts village, so I can't film in all of the shops, I know that, but I'll try and get what I can. So we just bought the mustard dome to add to our collection, and now I'm going to have a look over here. So I've just bought 2 mugs. I know, we've got so many mugs indoors, but I bought his and hers. They are, I'll show you later, they've got Malta on them. I got Ian a red one and I got myself a pink one. And now I've just come back to Ian because he sat down because he had a bag. And I didn't really want to just walk around with these 2 mugs because I will probably drop them. So
She came back to walk around with this mug.
yeah. So I'm going to have another walk round. Well, not even another. I went in the first shop, come back here. So it's quite small here. It's not very big. But there's Gozo glass here. So hopefully they might be glass blowing. It's not always the case, but we'll see. We stopped for an ice cream and a disc XL. This one is really, really nice. We're not a lover of the full carb, this is a low carb lager, Maltese lager. We really like this one, and I really like ice cream, so I'm going to sit here and eat this. Ian's got a Snickers, ice cream and a beer as well. So we're now at the old Azure window. The Azure window is not there anymore, but look at this water. So we're thinking of getting on one of these boats that goes through the cave there. But I've never been this side before. It's beautiful. That water, all the fish. So we've come to a bay that I don't know how to pronounce. We've been here before. I'll put the name on the screen, but it is beautiful. Look at that rock pool. And then there's loads of divers out, but this side is a lot more seaweedy than I remember. But it's so clear, so beautiful. Today we are in Mdina and we've gone for breakfast this morning. and we've come straight here. So I'll take you around, let you see what Mdina looks like, and yeah, it's very busy. So we're in one of the little shops in Mdina. There's lots of these little shops. This is what I mean by how busy it is. There's just so many people. So I don't know if you can see, but this here, this area here, I'll try and zoom in on editing, but this little area is where our friends got married 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago to yesterday, tomorrow, they got married, and it was down there. So I thought I'd do this little bit on my phone because the zoom is better. So this is where our friends got married. Literally 2 weeks ago tomorrow. It's gone so quick. So the ceremony, let me see if I can get my finger in here. The ceremony was there. Let me zoom back out a bit. Yeah, the ceremony was just on this top platform there, and then all the food was down here. This is where we had the tables and the dancing and everything. They had a pool, but there's a pool there, but we didn't use the pool. But it was stunning, and we just kept saying that, like, imagine all the people that are up here watching the wedding and watching the ceremony and stuff. It was at 5 o'clock, I think. But yeah, it was lovely. So bearing in mind this is supposed to be Silent City. Oh, there he is. There is just so many people. But we're going to go into Valletta Glass and have a look to see what they've got. Yeah. The little piggies, snails, there's little bunny rabbits. We've got a couple of these cats at home already. Fish, chickens, bigger cats, and then the elephants. There's owls, apples. Yeah, don't break it. If you break it, consider it sold. There's dolphins and cups. Oh, the boats. What are they called? Luzu. Luzu boats. Water buses. And this is the eyes that are normally on the front of the boats. Ashtrays type thing. Dishes. And bottle tops. Christmas decorations. Oh, these ones are cute.
In June.
Yeah, in June. Little trees, angels. And then you've got lights. These are so nice. We would never get them back home in one piece. Now this is my area. It's all pink. Look at that cat. It's so pretty. When we came last year, it was not like this one little bit. The streets were like this. They were just empty. Obviously, I know it's June. People come on holiday. But it's supposed to be a silent city. And there's just so many people. And it makes me laugh because you've got the horses and they're ringing the bells. And I know we're here as tourists, so everyone's doing the same thing. But it's just really busy, and I've never seen it this busy before. So, but we're going to quickly turn this corner, and there's going to be a beautiful church, cathedral, It is a church, so I'll stand back. There's the horses, the little tours, and this is Medina Church. And then up that way, I think it's to the exit, like the main exit gate. There's 2 or 3 gates. It's you can only drive in here if you're a resident. Um, so, but we've parked on the outskirts. So we've just got our cake, and Ian's got chocolate cake, and I've got Biscoff. I've got an iced latte. Ian got Coke, and this is our view. How beautiful! So that is Medina done. We are walking back to the car. We had a really nice drink and some cake in that lovely restaurant. So yeah, we're just walking back to the car now, and I think we might drive through the craft village, but it is closed until we're a bit lost. It's closed until 4, so a lot of the places have siestas. So we're gonna have a drive through, see what's open, because some of them don't close, and go from there. But it's been a lovely day so far. We have just got in the car. It says 38 degrees. That is, the car is in the sun, but oh my god, it's so hot. I just literally leant on the middle bit of the seatbelt, and that was hot. God. But we've had a really lovely day in Medina. It's just so busy. And like I said before, we're tourists. We're doing the same as everyone else. So, but it was just really busy. But we're going to have a drive through the craft village, which is Takali, something like that. And let's go and see what they've got. I did get some gifts while we was in Medina. So yeah, oh god. So we've just had a drive round, and we've noticed that all the shops are still open. So Ian stayed in the car. It's 31 degrees. This morning it said it was going to get to 29, but it is 31 at the moment. And here, for some reason, it is always feels so much hotter. I don't know whether it's because it's just buildings and stuff, but yeah, we're going to go into the pottery place, and I'm going to have a look in there. But it is really hot. So there's a candle place as well that I'm going to go into, and then Valletta Glass is round the other side. So I did try to park, but there was a bus stop, and there was other places to park, but I passed them because I thought the bus stop was parking. So yeah, I'm going to have a look in this place here. Now they do a lot of big like tables and all of the signs for outside of your villas and stuff, big plaques, all different stuff in here. So I'm going to have a little wander around. I don't know whether I can film or not, but yeah, it says you shop we ship, and I do think they do ship to the UK, but I'm expecting it to be very expensive. But some of these are so lovely. I love the picture on that one there. So let's go in and have a look. Some of these I wish I could take home. They would just break. Look how that. The whole olive set. Mandy, I think this is a bit of you. Mandy Mouse. This place is just full of crockery. It's amazing, all the different designs. Look at this oil. Tea, coffee, sugar, a smaller oil. I just wish I could bring some of this home. It's so pretty. Look at this spaghetti measurer. That is so good. Anyone for a pizza plate? I absolutely love these. This and this one is amazing. They've got all different houses in here to what we've got. They're bigger. We did buy this one in Gozo. This is Mosterdome. They've got Selnham Palace. So I didn't pick up anything up in that place because one, they're quite heavy, and two, I'm going to show Ian what they've got as well. I've taken pictures just because, yeah, like I said, they are quite heavy. They can go in our hand luggage, but we were sort of overweight when we came. Toiletries and stuff, obviously, we're not taking back, and swim shoes. There's probably other bits and pieces that I just will chuck away anyway. So can have a drive around to Valletta Glass and have a look in there, see if they're glass blowing. Normally they are, but it's the time of day, so I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. Oh, my throat. I'm not going in any of the jewellery places. I've been in there before and they don't ever change, and it's just all bits and pieces, so I'm not going in there. But I'm going to go around to Valletta Glass and have a look in there. They have a bigger selection of seconds in this place here, where when we went Gozo, they had a tiny table of seconds. And what I mean by seconds is that you can see, like, it might have not been blown properly, the colour's not set properly in the way that they want it, but it still looks perfect to me. And most of the glass that we have bought has been seconds anyway, so that don't bother me. I did pick up something in the shop, and once I get in the car I'll show you what I bought. One thing is a bit random, so let me get in the car. I'll show Ian what I got, and I'll show you guys as well. So I'm back in the car. Sorry if you can hear the aircon. I've got this mic attached to my bag again. Let's take this off. Ooh. So one thing, like I said, is a bit random, but I picked up this, which is like a coaster.
It's not like a coaster.
It is a coaster, but I also bought this, which it will stand up in on our shelf, like that. Now the reason I bought two of these things is because when we was in Spain, I can't remember how long ago, I bought a garlic plate that I don't use as a garlic musher. It's just on my window ledge in the kitchen, and I thought it'd look quite nice standing up. And these were 50 cents. So I got two, one for this coaster and one for the garlic press at home. I could probably got one of these at home, but I was there. So yeah, and you would have seen in the footage that the big table that I showed you, with the spinny in the middle, our friends did go in the shop and they saw it. It's got a sold sign on it at the moment. I'm like, did they buy it? They didn't, but I did take a picture of it. Right, we're going to drive around to Valletta Glass, and I'm going to have a walk around there. If they're not blowing, then obviously I won't be able to show you that, but I showed you when we went to Gozo the area that they blow the glass in, but there wasn't a soul around, not even there, not in the shop or anything. Hopefully in here there might be people blowing, we'll see. See what I mean about the seconds. For instance, this one has got no fin on the top, but still so pretty. And they are glass blowing, so I'm going to ask if I can film just a little bit. All these beautiful cats. And then there's apples. And then down here we have a sleepy cat. Probably too hot for him. But this is the glass blowing. Just amazes me. I think he's making a penguin. Is it a penguin? Thank you. Wow. It's just amazing. managed to film some of the glass blowing, and I've never had the courage to do it before. Where today, can I film the glass blowing while I was inside? And she was like, yes, yes. And then, so you would have seen the first bit of glass blowing, because I'm going to show it all. And then the man at the back was like, come in, come in. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, come in, come in. And I got closer to the kiln, yeah, something like that. And oh my god, it was so hot. They've got fans blowing in there and everything. I think he was making penguins. I think that's what it looked like in the end. I've still got my bag around my neck, but I thought I would show you what I bought. I bought these earrings. You would have seen there was so much stuff in there. But I got these really pretty earrings. I don't know if you can see with the sunlight. So yeah, I have got heart earrings that are, I want to say, sorry about that, it stopped recording because the battery was low. It's now on charge. Yeah, I have got some that are similar to this. They're heart shaped, they're a lot smaller, they are pink. But I really liked these, and you would have seen how big the place was. The first bit I went into is like the full priced stuff, and then the second bit that I went in, where I showed you the cats and the apples and that's like the seconds. And they've got such small imperfections that you don't really notice at first. Like I said, all of our stuff that we've got at home is from the seconds, and it's all just as nice, and it's handmade. So for me, if something is not perfect and you know that it's handmade there, it's still perfect. It's handmade. Not everything is going to be the same, and not everything is going to be perfect in a way. So yeah, I bought some little earrings. It is 3:30 now, so I don't know what we're going to do. Might have a little drive round, I'm not sure. But yeah, we didn't bring any swim stuff today out with us. Normally we got it in the boot, but we knew that we weren't going to go swimming or anything. But today is really hot. Oh my god, I've just looked at the temperature in the car. It says 43 degrees. It's the car is in the sun, yes. And like I said before, here always feels hotter, I think because of the buildings. There is a bit of a breeze today, but it's still really, really hot. But I'm just over the moon that I've got to go into the glass blowing and watch them. And on the other side of the barriers, which I never thought anyone would be allowed. But yeah, so I'm pleased that I've got footage of that. So yeah, we're just gonna have a drive around. I think that's all that I'm gonna film for now. I filmed the roads and stuff. There's only so much of that you want to see, and I'm not going to keep repeating stuff as well. So, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my purchases. And that's about it. We've had a really nice day. Medina was lovely. I don't know if we'll go back there an evening or not. Not sure. Yeah, maybe. We will see. Hopefully it might be a bit less busy, but who knows. Anyway, right, let's get my belt on and let's go for a drive. And I will see you in the next clip. So we've come to the Upper Baraka Gardens. We just got a roll, and now we're watching the boats go out. We've just watched two cruise liners go out. And this is where they do the gun salute at 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. We didn't get here till 5, so we've missed it for today. We have seen it before, but yeah, this is where they do it, and this is the Grand Harbour, and all of the boats are here. There's a nice sail ship there, but the cruise liners just dock there, and that's where we have dinner sometimes. So this is the Upper Baraka Gardens. Zoom you out a bit. All the arches. There is a lower Oh, there's Ian. There is a lower Baraka Gardens as well. We haven't been to that, which is down there. There, I'm holding the mic, so that probably don't help. I've attached it now. So yeah, the lower Baraka Gardens is here. We're in the upper, where the, what is this called here? The saluting battery is. And they do it from one of these guns here. I'm not sure what one. But you, during the day when it's open, you can walk around down here as well. I just want to go and knock one of them balls off though. They're probably all stuck together. But the lift that we use to get up here is over here. And I'm not very good with heights, but that is just a bit. So we walk through that little archway there, and then you walk along, um, and yeah, so this is the lift. It's going down at the moment, but we walk along here and around, and you get in the lift. You come all the way up here, and you walk along this bit here. This is to the stairs. It's €1 to use the lift. It's like a return ticket. So yeah, we won't be using the stairs. But here, I think they've made this sort of not pontoon, but this uh, dock thing here. That's new, and I think they might be making another one along here. I think this is like a dredge thing, and they've got a crane on the front. So I'm not really sure what they're doing, to be honest. If I Google it, I probably would be able to find out. There's that sail ship. That's been here a few days, I think. I just looked to see where the cruise liners were going. One was going to Barcelona, and one was going to Italy somewhere. So yeah, but down there, so like along here is where is the Valletta waterfront, where we sometimes have dinner. Yeah, and that's really pretty. So I'll show you the rest of down here. Um, yeah, I'm not really a lover of heights, so we're going to go back this way. There's me down there, look. Hello. Um, so Ian's sitting down. I think we're going to make a move in a bit. I've just walked up to the other end of the gardens here, and they've got some padlocks. So they had this at Salima, but you couldn't access it anymore. So it's like a padlock for love. And this is the other end of the gardens. Sometimes when we just want to sit and chill, we go down there. So just along here, Ian does drone from here quite a bit. That's the Gozo fast ferry going. Don't know if you can hear the church bells, but that is a passenger ferry for Gozo, foot passenger for Gozo, and yeah, it's so peaceful. Now the two ships have gone out, I can imagine it this afternoon being absolutely heaving here, but now the ships have gone out, it's really quiet. Them bells are going mad. What is the time? 5:46, 5:47ish. And then over here you can see this ferry here that goes from Valletta over to the other side of the water. It's called the Three Cities. I can't remember what the Three Cities are, but this is one of them. This is the other one, or the second one, and the third one is over there. And that over there is where the film studios is as well. And the other day they were showing live the Gladiator, and there was another film they were showing as well. I can't remember what it was. They had lights up and a big screen, and so yeah, that's what's over there. We have been over there before and we have driven in there, but it was when there was no filming, nothing going on. So yeah, the fast ferry's going, and I think we're going to go back down to the car. So we're now going down in the lift. So there's that lift and that lift. We're going to wait for this lift because it looks out. There's another ship going out. Is it Virtue Ferries? Yeah. So that ship there, I don't know whether you'll see it. That one is the ferry to Sicily. Cars, foot passengers. We're now in the lift. Oh, we're going down. Ta-da! Oh, the light's a bit flashy. This is the way out, and the car is just to the right. So, yeah, we're gonna go to the car. Where did it go? On someone's head. Ian tried to get a coin into that, whatever it is. um, so yeah, it's lovely up there. It's just always so hot again. Like down here, it's not as hot. Obviously, there's no sun or anything. There's no breeze up here, but it's always just so hot. Where did he go? He's looking for his coin. He wanted a coin to chuck from up there to down here, and I said no. He insisted. Was that right? That's up to you. I'll give you the coin. You do what you wish with it. He didn't make the fountain because we heard it ting ting ting, and he's still looking for his coin. But yeah, it's lovely. So you need €1 per person to go up and down. It's lovely up there. It's really nice views. Little kiosk thing, you get drinks and food, and it leads you straight into Valletta shopping high street and that. So yeah, we're going to go back to the car and probably head back, and then maybe go for dinner a bit later. But it's nice and cool down here. Did you find your coin? No. So Ian's found a car meet cruise type thing. So we thought we'd come along, and I'm just going to have a quick walk round. I know not everyone that watches my channel is into cars or interested in cars, but they're cruising down to Smart City after. We're near the craft village, and they are cruising down to Smart City, which is a little bit further south. So Mdina is just up there where we was earlier on, and the craft village is just literally the other side of them trees. More and more cars are turning up literally every second. So I think there's going to be quite a few. There's a few people that Ian knows, so he might go and, well, knows them through Instagram and stuff. He's saying he doesn't know them, but he knows them through Instagram and all that. So but yeah, there's just cars turning up and turning up. So if you're into cars or you like cars, then this is we've never seen anything like this here before. But it's just like what the UK would do, I suppose, when we go to a car cruise. But so far, there's no one being stupid, doing donuts and racing and being an idiot, basically. So far, so good. I really like the green camper. And the Beetles don't look too bad. I'm not normally a lover of Beetles, but they don't look too bad. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens from here basically. So tonight we have come to the waterfront again, and there's a big ship in, P&O Cruises. I don't know where it's come from. I will have a look because that's what I normally do. It is absolutely huge, but we are going to this restaurant here, which is called Delta. It's Maltese cuisine. Oh, Tadetta. That is what we're gonna. We did come here last week before, so we thought we'd come here again. So we've just ordered and we've got this perfect spot. We sat at the same table as before, and it's really lovely because it's literally right by the water. I've ordered the Maltese sausage and what was it? Maltese sausage and crusted camembert. Ian's gone for the calamari, and then for main I've gone for a chicken pasta dish that I had before. It was really nice, and Ian's ordered the pork ribs. So. And there's pigeons walking around, and when we was up the other way, when we went to Hard Rock before, there was a duck going round. Also, I just wanted to say that I've started to edit the last vlog, because this is going to be the second vlog of our holiday. I don't know how long they're going to be, but I'm just going to keep them all as I filmed and stuff. And the new mics that we've got, the Bluetooth on some clips is a little bit, well, if you have watched the last vlog, you would know that it's a little bit like I'm talking underwater type thing, and some clips are fine and some clips are not. I did Google it, and I've looked at some reviews and stuff, and basically they're saying that I should use the transmitter which plugs into the camera, not just having the mic Bluetooth. So I've got that now. I'm going to use that for the next few days and see what the difference is. Probably won't get round to editing this vlog until we're home. So yeah, I just haven't had time to sit down and edit. But today we had a bit of a chill day, and I started to edit, and then the laptop was dying, so I had to put it on charge. I was outside editing, and the lead wouldn't reach. So I just thought I'll put the laptop on charge and see how we go. Hopefully, if this sound is okay and everything works fine, what I'm going to do is get a different case for the camera, because the transmitter at the moment is on the top. I will take a picture, and if I remember, I will put this picture on the screen. I'll probably go to that picture and think, why is there just a random picture of the camera? So yeah, the transmitter's on the top. I'm going to try and get one where I can put it on the side, but we'll see. Yeah, but it is what it is, and if this is the way that it has to be, and the sound is good, then I'm happy with that. But yeah, so we're just waiting for our starters. I ordered a fresh orange juice, and it tastes just like Tropicana. It's really nice. Ian got a Coke, a Coke Zero. Yes, we're still drinking zero drinks and stuff, unless obviously we're having I don't know, an alcoholic drink or whatever, but we're trying to be good with our drinks still. My waistband is getting tight on things, so I know when we go home, oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about it right now, but I know that I've put on quite a bit, but I've enjoyed myself, and I've enjoyed the food that I've eaten, so that's all that matters. Also, I am thinking of changing up the channel a little bit and doing more like day in the life hauls, vlogs, and stuff like that, as well as incorporating my crafting and my little business and that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Yeah, so we're gonna enjoy our dinner, and I'm gonna enjoy my drink. It's been really warm today. I did go up to the pool earlier on, but it was so busy, there was no beds, loungers. So I went back downstairs and sat outside, and then a little bit later on I went back up, and it was still really busy. And I found out today that the school holidays for Europe have started. So there was a lot of, I don't want to put what country they're from, but I think it's Eastern European. There was quite a lot of Eastern European families up at the pool today. So with their kids and stuff. I did get in the pool. The pool was like a bath. It was. I wanted to get in it to cool me down. It didn't really do that. But anyway, so yeah, we're just waiting for our food, and then we're going to enjoy. I started eating before I filmed, but I've got the chicken and Ian's got ribs, and we've just said that the ship is still here, but can it go now because it's ruining the view? I think it's going in about an hour, but there is people boarding right down the other end, so, and it's really noisy here, so if you can't hear me, I do apologise, but we're going to eat, and I'll come back to you once we're finished. So dinner was delicious. We've just come away from the seating and that, and we're just sat on a bench, still at the waterfront, and we're just waiting for this ship to go out. We've been sat here for long enough, and it was due to go out at 9:30. It's now 9:37ish, but I think they are getting ready because we was watching all the luggage go on, and I think they're just like sort of taking on the last few bits now. The luggage hatch is now closed, and we've seen the people at the ropes. Let me turn you around, I'll show you what I mean. So just here, there's like where the ropes are attached to the things on the land. Anchor things, whatever they're called. So the people have turned up there. There is lots of people that have turned up on the side to watch, and all this here, these gazebos, this is where they were putting the luggage through, the scanners and that, like when you're at an airport your luggage goes through a scanner, and that's all closed now, everyone's gone. So I would probably say give it another few minutes and it should go, but yeah, we will see. So the ropes have now been taken in, and I'm assuming it's gonna start moving very, very soon. There was a rope along the back and along the front, obviously, but there's quite a lot of people up there as well. The lighting is not brilliant because obviously it's dark and stuff, so it's very pretty, but it might honk. And the exhausts are now and there we go, it's on its way. Good morning. Today we are on our way to the food bus. It's called Eat. We've been here a few times, and they do like pulled pork, brisket, hot dogs. It's like an American style smoker thing, if it's open. But yeah, I couldn't see the smoker. They must have moved it, but anyway, so we're here now. This is what it looks like, and we're gonna Ian's gonna get a hot dog, think I might get a hot dog too, and we normally get some chips, so I think that's what I'm gonna get. So we have our food, and we normally go to a place called Top of the World, which is just a little bit further that way, but the road that leads up to it has got some like cut out bits, so we've just stopped here. Viewpoints, yeah. So we have loaded fries. Don't they normally have cheese?
There is cheese on it.
Oh, there is cheese on it. We've got loaded fries and a fork, and then we both got
biodegradable.
Yeah, at least they're plastic. We both got hot dogs. So let's try and open this. We both got hot dogs. Ian's had brisket from there before. I've had the pulled pork. They used to do Rubon. Is it Rubon? Whatever. And that used to be my favourite. I'm not a lover of the brisket. Ian says sometimes it can be a bit dry. But we've got hot dogs today, so we are going to sit and enjoy, and with a nice view. So we've drove down to Selman Palace, which is back up that way. You can't see it from here. But we've drove past there, and when we came last year, the road was being done, like resurfaced, or we wasn't really sure what they were doing. It looked like they were putting pipes in for the farmers and stuff, which I think they've done, but they've now concreted the whole road down here. There's a couple of cars here, and you won't be able to see from up here with this camera, but I will point out that down the bottom there, here there's an umbrella and there's some people, but I think the way you get down there is sort of there's like a walkway round that bit there, and you walk down. Yeah, it's not exactly close, so we won't be doing that. Also, you can see just how blue that water is. And when we first came, we worked it out that it was about 16 years ago, the first time we came here. And all this is pretty much the same. Like you've got these bits here that have fallen down, but you can see that some have fallen here, and that one there looks like it's a bit more tilted, and there's some down here that looks like they've fallen as well. But yeah, 16 years ago was the first time we came to Malta. So a lot of things have changed, and a lot of things haven't changed, like that absolutely beautiful clear water. Not so many boats out today. There will be tomorrow because it's the weekend. We've got today and tomorrow. These are our last full days, and then we go home. So I just thought I'd show you this view. I'll take a little bit of footage on the way back up to Selman. We was going to try and go to the fort, but there's a no entry sign on the road, so I think they're doing works there as well. I'm not sure. But the palace is not in use at the moment, like the hotel. It's not in use. And the thing, let me just spin back round. The thing that I find really strange about the hotel here is that it's not occupied by people, or it's not in use. But a lot of the hotels in Malta, once they become abandoned, they get stripped and they're just an empty shell. But this one, it's got security, and it's still got all its windows, and it still has curtains up at the windows, which I just can't get my head around, because every place that's abandoned here gets stripped of everything. Windows, electrical stuff, everything. It just literally becomes a concrete shell. But this place, and Ian's droned it before, I don't know whether he'll drone it today, but the inside is just a wreck. Like the swimming pool it's just overgrown, there's no water in the swimming pool, it's just not very nice. I'm getting eaten alive, and I just don't get why they've kept the rooms, and I don't know whether it's a government thing, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But they've redone this road, the whole road, in this like concrete-y stuff. It was a bit bumpy coming down, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like I'm being eaten, so I'm gonna get back in the car. We enjoyed our lunch, our brunch, that was nice. So yeah, I'll take some video on the way back down. We got stuck in a load of traffic as well on the way here because there must have been a concrete lorry there was a concrete lorry that spilt its load, and there was a bus that had hit a car a little bit further before that, so that it was like a knock-on effect of just all the different things that was going on. There used to be a sign, but, well, I think the sign was here maybe the first time we ever come, and there's never been a sign there again since.
So information sign.
Yeah, like an information sign telling you about the area, maybe like what animals you can see, because sometimes they have like what birds you can see and that, but there's no sign here. But I'll show you we'll drive past the palace and the hotel when we go back up. So we've come up a really dodgy road there to get to the road that was shut at the other end. And this is down towards the fort. I'm going to move this towel a minute. We've put a towel on the dashboard to help with the aircon, and to have a towel in the car. But it's at the other end. It says no entry except for residents, and there is houses down here, and they've put all this concrete thing along here as well. So yeah, I'm not sure how far we can go. If we might be able to go all the way. They were doing it last September while we was here, and it was really dodgy at the other end, this end. Signs weren't there before. Danger, no entry. They've put all new signs up.
Yeah, down there, not where we are.
And up here. down this road before and it was literally dirt track. And now they've put all this.
It's an access road for farms.
Yeah.
How far it goes. We will sure find out. This is how far it goes.
And this is the end.
Definitely the end.
So this here is what the whole road would have been like before, like this here, and then they've put all this concrete all the way down. So it was a very bumpy road.
We was just parked there.
And yeah, so we was just parked over there. So we've literally come round. So we was just there where I was telling you about the fallen bits here and that. And Selnham Palace, we still can't see it from here.
Inside.
This is part of the fort. I have filmed this before, in a Malta vlog before, and you can go through one of the doors, and what? Oh, there's Selnham Palace. But we're going to drive past it anyway because this road will take us past it. Yeah, so I have filmed this before in a Malta vlog. There's a door that you can go through and you end up on top of the fort. And there is a few buildings and that, but it looks like that they're just stopping people going in there and stuff with the danger signs and that, but
it's probably people destroying it.
Yeah, people destroying it, probably knocking down bits that are loose, and it's just becoming dangerous. So, but we're gonna make our way back up to the palace and the hotel. So we've carried on down the road that we shouldn't be on, and there's a big hole in the road. And we've just got stopped by a worker. He was like, slow, and like he was saying you have to look. Like, he was pointing at his eyes. He didn't speak English for some, like, that's really bizarre here. Most people, majority of people speak English, but you can tell none of this has been finished, and it's oh my god, the big holes in the floor. I think that's maybe what he was saying, is slowly and watch where you're going. But this has just been, the concrete has just been laid, so yeah. But there was another car where we just was. There was a 4x4. We come up the dodgy road and then they went round, and we've just seen them and waved at each other. Don't know them, but so they've come down this road. We're not the only ones, and they weren't really surprised, and they was like, no, you can't be down here. So anyway, we're at the end of the road now, and we're not going to pass Selnham because it's the other side of us, and there's just big holes everywhere.
The hotel is there.
Yeah. So this is the palace we're just going past now, and the hotel is just behind. If Ian's got any of the drone footage from last year, I'll try and stick that in as well, because you'll get to see it a bit better. What?
I think it was a wasp nest there, loads of them.
All this must be where they're doing the road and stuff, but
it's all wet back there.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna go past a little bit, but I will try and see if Ian's got any drone footage. So this is the Palace, and then this is the Palace Hotel. And what I find really strange, like I said, is that it's got all of its curtains and the windows, but the whole place is just unused. It's not derelict. I don't want to say derelict. It's just not in use, which I just find really strange for Malta, because normally places are just left and then they get gutted and then abandoned.
Security guards as well.
Yeah, they've got security. We did try to drive in last year and got stopped by security. No, you can't be here. I was like, that's fine. They weren't rude or anything. It was just like, you can't come in. So we turned around and come back out. And just like that, we are home. So we got home yesterday, and I don't know if you can hear, the washing machine is on. I've done a million loads. Well, it feels like I've done a million loads. And I'm still clearing up and putting bits and pieces away, and yeah, so that's gonna be the next few days, I think, just tidying up. I've got Mandy on the telly, so I'm catching up with that. And yeah, so just, yeah, it's really hot. We've come from like over 30 degrees to 30 degrees, but sweating, and it's horrible. But we did yesterday get down the aircon machine. As soon as we got in, Ian was like, I'm getting the aircon out. So we had that on yesterday, and it was really nice. The only problem that we have got is that we have to have the window open to have the pipe out of the window, and the pipe is quite big, but it is what it is. It does cool the room down, and it's really nice. Anyway, that is everything for the holiday vlogs. I hope you enjoyed them. I don't know what they entail at the moment. I will be editing over the next few days and getting them up, and I will start vlogging again. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the sights and what we got up to, and I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Bye guys.